its name tells you what it's about. It's about being positive. Their specific edition for the summer of 2016 is a tribute to Congressman Rangel, Adrian Council from Positive Community, Gene Wells, Positive Community, please come up.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's be positive. Thank you so much, Lloyd Williams, Rosa Rivers, Congressman Rangel. I just want to say that this issue could have probably been about 300 pages, but we ran out of time because they were calling in right till the last minute. So I just want to say thank you very much, Congressman, for all of your help over the years.
And I just want to say, in preparing the magazine, there was so much more that I learned about you. And if you want to learn more and read the stories in the Positive Community, go online to www.thepositivecommunity. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to do this.
Hey, Harlem! Hey, Harlem, I don't hear you! Harlem! 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 I love you guys! You know, I love you! You know, we're here celebrating Harlem Week, and I thank Lloyd Williams and Rosa Rivers for keeping it alive in our community. Give it up for them! Give it up! Give it up! Give it up for them! And I stand here and say thank you to all of you for the support that you've given me for 11 great years in the City Council that has enabled me to help fund some of the programs that we have for culture and the concerts in the park for free. So I say thank you to my community for sending me back year after year. Today I stand up and say thank you to Congressman Rangel, who has been my partner in doing the best that I can do in the City Council. You don't do anything alone. You got to have a partner in this. And I had 3 great partners. I had first God that blessed me. I had Congressman Rangel in the federal level. I had Assembly Member Keith L.T. Wright on the state level. That enabled me to do all that I could do to stand together shoulder to shoulder to fight for this community. We live here. We will die here in Harlem. Why? Because it's about you. We love all of you. Congressman Rangel has stood tall at the threshold. He has fought and brought tax credits, affordable housing for those that are seniors. He said you will not privatize Social Security. He said no, that this is an illegal war and you will not send brown and black babies to fight and die on foreign land. This man has stood tall for all of us. What are we going to say? Thank you, Charlie! Say thank you, Charlie! Thank you, Charlie! I love you guys! Harlem! Harlem! Harlem!
I joined Councilwoman Inez Dickens to say thanks to Lloyd and Boza, but I remember when this thing started. I jocked a graph and about 3 little people came to my office. I was at 1501 Broadway talking about they wanted to do so with Jewel Jackson McCain. She was the only woman in the group with them. And they said something about they want to do something about Harlem. And they found it around, and then Lloyd and Basil and Charlie and Percy and them got involved. And this is what we have. But I'm going to tell you all a secret. I know you don't know this. You heard about the Gang of 4? Yeah. What was their name? All right. Well, you're missing one name. That's my name. I was the secretary for these guys. I'm older than any of them up here. They wasn't in politics. But I was with my man. I've been with Charlie Rangel, and if you mess with Charlie Rangel,
have you.
In 1970, the uncomparable leader, Congressman Adam Clayton Powell, was succeeded in a Democratic primary by then Assemblyman Charles Rangel. Many people around the nation said that no one could fill Adam's shoes. What they didn't know is that Charlie Rangel had some shoes of his own. And for 46 years, he shook up Washington. Every time they came at him, he came back stronger. They never understood that he survived a close call of death in the armed services. And he made up his mind that he wasn't going to have a bad day after. They didn't know that they read about the Gang of Four. Hazel made it 5. But the one that was the backbone of the gang was the one and only irrepressible leader, the First Lady of Harlem, Alma Rangel. They've talked about what he's done for Social Security, and that's true. What he's done for housing, and that's true. The empowerment zone, and that's true. And we could go on and on a half a century between the Assembly and the Congress. But two things I most remember about Charlie Rangel in his reign and continuing reign, because I don't care who has the title, we know who the Lion of Lenox Avenue is. I used to go to see the congressman, and he had a strange habit. He would always, at some point in the day at that time, I'm talking back in the day, he would be calling his mother, and he'd always say, Reverend, I'm talking to my mother, say hello and hand me the phone. I never knew if she knew what I was saying. Half the time I didn't know what she was saying. But it showed me a man who was grounded and rooted, that sat on the pinnacle of power, but always looked out every day for his mother. He didn't care if the President of the United States was on the phone, he was going to talk to his mother. The second thing I remember is one day there was a fight at Madison Square Garden, and Don King was promoting the fight. And Don King had a pre-dinner for those of us that were his guests at the fight. We went to the pre-dinner. Amadou Diallo had been killed in the Bronx by police. People talking about stuff now. We were doing this years ago in Harlem. And we were going down to one police plaza every day going to jail. First 2 days, good numbers. Second day, you kind of leaned off. I went in the men's room, and I look up, and coming behind me was Congressman Rangel. Congressman Rangel said, I've been watching what y'all are doing at one police plaza. I don't want the numbers to drop off. He said, what time do y'all go? I said, we go down there about 10 in the morning. He says, I might check you out. I said, okay, and I thought he may come when he gets back from Congress that week and come and stand on the side and give us encouragement. Michael Hardy, who's here at our man table, and I were down. We had about 30 people ready to go to jail that Monday morning. Saturday was the fight that Monday morning, and all of a sudden these cars pull up. Charlie Rangel got out the car in a full-length leather coat with a leather cap. I said, Congressman, what are you here for? He says, aren't we going to jail today? What people don't know is Charlie Rangel marched in Montgomery for the Selma March. Before he was a congressman, he went to jail for Abner Louima as a congressman. He is an activist. He's a civil rights leader. He's a congressman. And when he roars, New York and the country trembles. I bring you not the Queen of England, because she doesn't mean much to many of us. I don't bring you the champion of the world, because the Olympics is over. I bring you the Lion of Harlem, who will always roar for the downtrodden and the unheard. Harlem Week, welcome welcome the Lion, Charley Rangel.
How are you going to follow that? No, the sun is hot, the program is long, and I am just a little emotional. I tell the story that 86 years ago, I was raised at 132nd Street and Lenox Avenue. I went to PS 89 right there on 35th Street. Harlem Hospital didn't look this good. And then, after I came home and thought I was some kind of a big shot with the medals, I went downtown to get a job, and they asked, "What do you do?" And I said, "Is it down there? I can shoot and kill people." I said, "But you haven't finished high school." So it was raining one day, and I had this hand truck on 36th Street and 6th Avenue. It was pouring down rain, and the hand truck slipped out of my hand. The boxes went all over 6th Avenue, and some big white Irish cop cussed me out for messing up the traffic. I mean, Sergeant Rangel, can you imagine talking to me that way? So I walked in the rain from 36th Street to 23rd Street to the Veterans Administration. I said, "I need some help." I was able to get back in school, but I still had Lenox Avenue in my heart. Then I saw this pretty girl and met her at the Savoy. And I didn't know too many people had gone to college, you know. And we got married. Been married for over 50 years. So sometimes she says I don't have a whole lot of class, but the boys know that if you marry with class, you don't need a whole lot, right? So State Senator, soon to be Congressman Esbiod, he's the one that came up with the name line of Lenox Avenue. And this is probably the first time I'm letting everyone know that the line team is up here with me, Al Morango. I briefly want to just thank all of you, because it's very difficult emotionally to express the love and affection and support that I have received from you over the years. I remember when people used to come up and thank me, and pretty girls used to kiss me and thank me for the good work I was doing. And something happened, and they would come up and say, "You have no idea how much my mama likes you." And then, more recently, of course, they're telling me how I went to school with their pretty grandmother. So I figured, enough is enough, right? It's time for me to be able to stay in the community that has given me so much love and support over the years. This team that's up here is a part of my life. And when people say that I've worked hard, when you love what you do, there ain't no work involved in that. And I ain't finished yet. It's just that finished with Washington, but we will be working together. My wife, I think, agrees with me that had it not been for education, when I look and see the gang that I hung out with on Lenox Avenue, I'm telling you, that key and that opportunity made the difference. So whatever I do, I thought City College, how many people know where City College is? When I was a kid, I thought that was Riverside Church. I had no idea. Or St. John's the Divine. But when I heard they were in trouble, these young kids can't pay $6,000 a year tuition because their incomes, the families, are $36,000. Then with her permission, I think the rest of my days will be trying to get our kids off the street, keep them out of trouble, get them into college. That'll be it. So my wife Alma, my family, thanks you so much for your tolerance. And the future, we don't know what it holds, but you can bet your life all of you will forever be in my heart.